A look at the beautiful downtown Sarasota as the Paradise are back at home in USL One League play versus the league leaders Union Omaha, who look to continue their hot start in their first ever meeting versus Sarasota. Tonight's game is presented by the Oasis Luxury Apartment Homes. The Paradise are 2-3 in their last 5 matches, but they have begun to find their stride. It started with this important win against AC Boise, their first road win as a club. Then it followed with a win against the New York Cosmos. Then against FC Naples in cup play. They did fall on Wednesday to AV Alta, but this team believes that they are getting back in track. Head coach Miko Elevar talked about the confidence that has grown among this team. Player to watch is brought to you by Guerrasine's immigration attorney. It is Jonathan Bolaños, who has 3 goals on the season, but it's not his goals that catch the eye. It is the chances created, 23 of them, who need to continue to orchestrate the left side of this attack if Sarasota wants to knock off the league leaders. Union Omaha has had quite the start to this 2026 season, as they are currently on top of the table by 5 points. This has been a prolific offensive attack, which is second in goals scored, only behind the Charlotte Independents, who they just lost to 2-0. 22 goals on the season. But what's most impressive is the amount of points Omaha's picked up from behind, with come-from-behind wins versus playoff teams in FC Naples and one Knoxville. Player to watch is Potelo Foz, who has 2 goals and 2 assists on the season, but he's had a greater impact than the numbers show. Potelo Foz with 5 expected goals on the season. Foz will look to have his luck turn around tonight in Sarasota. Sarasota have found a bit of rhythm in the recent weeks with 3 wins out of their last 4 in all competitions, but a big test awaits as Union Omaha travels to Paradise looking to build momentum atop of the league standings. USL One action between Omaha and Sarasota next on ESPN+.
Eclipsing the sparkle of jewels and beyond collecting art. True luxury is not a thing acquired or a status to declare. Real, meaningful luxury is a feeling discovered. The opulence of spirit. The relaxed, resplendent luxury of the Sarasota area. Feel the difference.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure Pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, things are really heating up. Celebrations are taking shape. Memories are sinking in. At the ranch, we're taking swings and making strides, letting loose and living well. Now it's your turn. Plant those roots. Rekindle. Rejoice. Shine bright. This is where bold days begin.
For nearly 5 decades, the Nicholas family of companies has shaped the communities where we live, work, and gather. We build what communities depend on. We drive automotive spaces forward. We generate opportunities through development. We power sports and recreation venues. And we create unforgettable memories. This is more than business. It's family.
Tonight's game is presented by the Oasis Luxury Homes. Discover your oasis. And Pods Moving and Storage. Trust Pods with your next move. Welcome into Paradise as Sarasota and Union Omaha meet for the first ever. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. First for the host, 5 changes since their 3-1 loss versus AV Alta on Wednesday. Roxon Amadeka gets another start after he picked up back-to-back wins, first versus the New York Cosmos, and then against FC Naples. Reed Valentine also back in the starting lineup. He was just named to the Rising Star list across USL and USL 1. 5 changes for the Owls as well in their starting 11, as Aaron Gomez is back in the starting lineup leading the front with Botella Faz, and Cole Jensen between the posts as he makes his 7th start of the year, as Jensen and Nuhu continue to split their time in goal. We are just about to get set in Sarasota. The league leaders, Union Omaha, looking to build momentum at the top of the table. They are currently up 5, but Charlotte Independent, with 2 games in hand, is looming over them. Charlotte Independent just got a win against the Owls earlier this week, and for Sarasota, they were on a 3-game winning streak in all competitions. They headed to Lancaster, California on Wednesday night and took a 3-1 loss to Avialta. Head coach Mikael Lavar, during our conversation earlier this week, talked about how that game felt a lot like the beginning of the season for Sarasota, and that was his message to the team at halftime. This is a lot like what's been going on. Let's get back to what's worked over the last 3 games. It's a Sarasota side who has played the most USL 1 games in the league. Still a lot of time to turn their season around in terms of where they are in the standings, but quickly approaching the halfway mark. Union Omaha in their bright blue kits, going from right to left. And the Paradise in their black and hot pink prime streak jerseys, as we are just about to get underway. The first ever meeting between Union Omaha and the Sarasota Paradise is underway at the Premier Sports Campus. Addison Refsco with you for the full 90 and whatever may come. We just talked about it. Sarasota took some time for them to really get things going this season. Started poor, lost a lot of home games, but wins against the New York Cosmos and FC Naples, a side that they hadn't been able to beat in their previous 3 appearances against FC Naples. It was good to finally get over the hump. This is a team that has been playing a lot better than the record looks. Head coach Mikael Lavar talks about that often during our conversations this season, about how the underlying numbers point to Sarasota being better than the record shows. It even shows in some of their players, as Garrett McLaughlin, the 3rd leading goal scorer in USL 1 history, only has 1 goal in the season, but is with 5 expected goals. That's kind of just been the story of the season for Sarasota. Such a big test today against this Union Omaha side, who the Paradise know can be dangerous. And already an opportunity here. Out for an Omaha throw. Union Omaha undefeated in league play in the month of May. Only their 2nd game in June, 0-1 after that 2-0 loss for Charlotte Independence. Avalanches will put it on the corner, and we will have our first corner of the game for the Owls. Gabriel Cabral stands over it. That'll be Cavalinas. Goes short to Cabral, back to Cavalinas. Rodriguez closes, Cavalinas gets around, centers it. Amateka, a bobble, but secures it. As he will boot this down, looking for Jonathan Bolaños. That run offside. It's a good chance to bring up our keys to the game, brought to you by Glaracine's immigration attorney. And for Sarasota, it was said best by Jonathan Bolaños earlier this week: start fast. That's their identity at home, and that's where they've been at their best, is when the Paradise get out to a strong start. Union Omaha is also a team that, when they score first, are 7-0, so it makes it all important to score first if you're Sarasota. And for Union Omaha, stop the counterattack. You saw the Paradise try and do it there. Roxanne Amadeka going deep to Jonathan Bolaños. That's a lot of what Sarasota likes to do on the attack. You have to limit that. Here's Chandler O'Dwyer. Bolaños darts down. So much speed. Creates an opportunity for Karani, but the touch is too strong. We touched on that in the open with Jonathan Bolaños. 23 chances created this season. That is third in USL 1. Saw him dart through. Karani was able to get around Coleman, but the touch too strong. That falls right to Cole Jensen, who is making his 7th league start. Union Omaha's 14th game. Rasheen Nuhu, the other goalkeeper for the Owls. He has also started in 7 league games, so a lot of balance between the Owls goalkeepers. Nuhu, obviously one of the best goalkeepers in USL League One. He was a 2022 League One Goalkeeper of the Year and has won the Golden Glove 2 times. Only 14 goals conceded by Union Omaha this season. For the Paradise, it has been a different story. 24 goals conceded, which is tied with the New York Cosmos for the league's worst mark. Cavalinas closed off by Aaron Walker. The 36-year-old captain who just had his birthday a couple days ago. Ors Navarro. Wooten. Rodriguez able to get there and win a throw for Sarasota. You talk about the number we just mentioned, the 24 goals allowed for Sarasota. A couple more starts recently for Roxanne Amadeka. Just had his first clean sheet in the Prince Tires USL Cup. Got his first professional win against the New York Cosmos, 2-1, back on May 30th. A young 18-year-old keeper that has been impressive for Sarasota. A lot of trust from head coach Mika Elavara to play the young keeper, who will turn 19 in just 10 days' time. During our conversation this week, Navarra mentioned how proud of Amadeka he was, but here's Bolaños. Bolaños trickling through. Karani positioned himself nicely for a possible rebound, but Jensen able to get there quickly, and you're already seeing the chances being created by Jonathan Bolaños. Wooten. Kalman. Jiba. Jiba, who scored the impressive game winner against FC Naples. Shot from outside the box and went bar down to win it. And that's kind of been the story for Omaha this season. It's Mikael Ibarra leading his Paradise on. They'll be looking to limit this prolific Omaha attack, who, like we were mentioning, they like to strike late, those late comeback wins against FC Naples. One Knoxville. You also had Kempis Tequila with the game winner against the New York Cosmos. They have just taken so many points away from opponents late in the game. There's Aaron Walker. Now Bolaños. Andres Rodriguez. Valentine, pass deflected, falls to Jiba. Dispossessed by Rodriguez. Makes a poor read, was trying to find O'Dwyer, found Kalman instead. A lot of space, probably should have just worked with that. Nine minutes played so far in Paradise. Couple of opportunities for Sarasota if you are just joining us. A hot summer evening in Sarasota. Not a lot of league matches played in Sarasota during the summer months. A large reason just due to how hot it gets. Here's Omaha's first opportunity. Paradise claim for an offside, and they will be rewarded with it. As you see the Paradise faithful there. A couple of jerseys from their USL 2 side where they spent 3 years. This club came about quickly. They had so much success at the USL 2 level. It was always the plan, though, to become a USL 1 side. But the Paradise, a belief in more than just their USL 1 side, is Karani will foul Owusu. Owusu, the top defenders on this Omaha team, plays the most minutes. Guarasines are industry leaders in visa processing for professional athletes. They work hard off the field for the players to succeed on it. Reach out today for your organization's consultation. And as we were mentioning, outside of this USL 1 side, the Paradise believe heavily in their youth academy. They have it all the way to the under-8s. Their under-20 team is participating in the playoffs later this week. And something that head coach Mikael Ibarra takes pride in. Kevin Sanchez, Adam Ken, two youngsters who made their team debut. 9 professional debuts have been made by Sarasota players this season. And obviously, Mikael Ibarra was known extensively for his work with the Richmond Academy, which is well regarded as one of the best in USL 1. Here's Gomez. 1 goal and 1 assist on the season for the all-time appearance leader for El Paso Locomotive. Owusu. Gabriel Cabral. Omaha able to stay with it. Cavalinas. Here's Jiba. Cabral. Back to Jiba. Fakes the cross in. Played back for Cabral. Omaha patiently trying to find a hole through this Paradise defense. And this looks like it will be a free kick. Look like much contact. But an early opportunity here for the Owls. Cabral and Cavalinas stand over it. As Amadeka sets up his wall. Cavalinas sails it into the stands. Cavalinas with 1 goal on the season, had a phenomenal pass with Miami FC. Sarasota will see rather soon. That is their next home game on July 11th. And we mentioned it with this weather. Not a lot of home games upcoming for Sarasota. In fact, their next league home game is 50 days away. That comes on August 1st against FC Naples for the final showdown between those two sides. Paradise were just able to get their first win in that rivalry. For Union Omaha, they are in the midst of a 3-game road trip. This is game number 2. One final test next Saturday when they head to AC Boise. That should be a really good matchup between two of the top sides in USL 1 as is sent down to Jensen, no problem. Cole Jensen, the 18th overall pick in the 2023 MLS Super Draft by Inter Miami. Was re-signed this season by Union Omaha. As Omaha continues to pose one of the better goalkeeping duos in the league. Uton. Here's Jiba. Cavalinas is dispossessed nicely by Reed Valentine, who will flip that forward. Dwyer gave some pressure, but Jensen sends it away. Here's Bolaños. His first touch in a couple of minutes. Played back for Amadeka. Amadeus. Slow dribbling pass finds Karani. Now it's left off for O'Dwyer, who makes his run. Chandler O'Dwyer! That was a good effort. The first test for Cole Jensen tonight. Right on top of the 18. Punched away to Jensen's right. This brings up the first Saramana corner kick. Saramana, let us manage your technology.
Okay, Paradise fans, get on your feet and get loud for a Saramana corner kick.
Andres Rodriguez finds that at Bolaños. Valentine gave it a go. Amadeus plays it back. It falls to Anderson Rosa. Rodriguez trying to set up Bolaños on that back post, but unable to do so. Cole Jensen having to deal with some early traffic early in this game. 2 clean sheets on the season in his 6 games played. Foul called against Sarasota. Owls looking to go quickly to end up taking their time. Here's Solomon. Owusu. Dispossessed by Bolaños. Now trying to beat Owusu on the run. Bolaños will win a corner. Paradise crowd wanting a penalty. They will not get one, but it will be another corner for Sarasota. We'll have another look. Look at the speed from Bolaños, the little stutter step. Paradise Corners are brought to you by Saramana. Let us manage your technology. Paradise have been no stranger to corner kicks. They are one of the best in the league at creating them. And that's going to be a foul called against Chandler O'Dwyer. He's pleading with the official. But O'Dwyer, a clear pull. Mario Merrick, the head referee tonight. "20 minutes have come and gone. Union Omaha on top of the league, 28 points, 29 on the live table. Although they have been one of the best at home, they haven't lost at home this season. They have not been as good on the road, 3-3. It is extremely tough to win on the road in this league, and an early yellow card. Omaha set up in a really dangerous area. Look at the speed. Amadeus will go in the book. Amadeus came over from Sweden just before the quarter of the season had passed.
Ladies and gentlemen, the yellow card caution is issued to Sarasota Paradise number 5.
Another free kick.
21st minute.
Right at about the area the last free kick was, maybe a little closer. This time, 3 players stand over it. Chiba, Cabral, along with Gavilinas. It is Cabral, and it is blocked by the wall and out for an Owls throw. And we just touched on how Union Omaha 3-3 on the road this season, but maybe the bigger story is Sarasota at home. They have only won 3 home games this season. they've had a lot of them at home. And in a league that it's so hard to win on the road, it's important to capitalize on your home games. As this one goes out for a goal kick. Omaha with it again. Here's Chiba. Holman. Holman, a guy with a lot of MLS experience for Union Omaha. 126 MLS appearances. Was a part of Minnesota United first year in MLS. Pass to the back, sent away by Declan Waters. Played back towards Jensen. And deflected. Paradise with an opportunity. O'Dwyer. Nice defensive play by Jiba. Able to stop that opportunity after a really good play by O'Dwyer. Now here's Cavallanes. Omaha quickly the other way. Leaves it off. It found its way around Declan Waters, but Amadeka calmly makes the save. Good effort there from Gomez. Gomez nearly able to make a defensive play there. It looks as if Andres Rodriguez is hurt after that challenge from Gomez. 25th minute. 0-0 the score. Gomez does get ball. It was a good challenge. Trainer gives the thumbs up towards the sideline. Possibly just a cramp. The humidity is something else in Sarasota. 86 degrees, but if you've ever spent any time down on the southwest of Florida, you know when it's 86 degrees in June, it feels a lot hotter than that. Good look at the Pat Premier Sports Campus. The view of the helm. Have the drums ready. Waiting to explode. Paradise offense has generated a couple of chances on the top right of your screen. Chandler O'Dwyer just created the most recent one. As you see, head coach Mikael Lavara urging his guys on. And for Union Omaha, Vincenzo Candela, the manager of the month in the month of May. Two really good coaches leading their sides as Declan Waters and Mikael Lavara talking it over. Declan Waters, captain of this Paradise side, a guy that head coach Mikael Lavara really likes and really enjoys coaching. At the beginning of the season when we talked, he mentioned how glad he was not to play against Declan Waters. Relies on Waters heavily, and Waters is a leader on this Sarasota side. You can see it. You saw it there in the huddle. If you watch Sarasota play, you just see how he takes command of this team as a leader. Was able to get his first goal of the overall season, scored in the Prince Towers USL Cup against FC Naples in the 2-0 Paradise win back on June 6th, last Saturday. Every great play starts with the right intelligence. Playmaker AI, the future of soccer in your hands. During our conversation this week, Elevara once again brought up those statistics that you might not see on the box score. Felt his team played better than a 3-1 result would show. Fully expects throughout the turn of the season and even in tonight's game for those results to start turning to the Sarasota side. Here's Jonathan Bolaños. One-on-one with Lawrence. Now Karani. Karani making his second straight start for the Paradise, sends this to Waters. Now Valentine. Here's Kruger. Has some open space. Leaves off. Oh, Dwyer! Nice play there from Brendan Kruger. One of the young guys on this Sarasota side. th minute. Omaha working their way down the pitch. Tackling Waters there to intercept. Valentine, laid back to Amadeka. Soft pass, finds Waters. Will send it down. It's a great touch. Still does end up being sent down by Sarasota. Half-hour mark. Happy to have you with us in Paradise. Addison Resco with you for the full 90 and whatever may come. An entertaining matchup so far between the league leaders and this hungry Sarasota side for the first time that these two teams have met. O'Dwyer thought he had some space, but he is called for a foul. Little push in the back to Gabriel Cabral. Cabral, a big addition to this Union Omaha midfield. And very solid for the Owls this season. Enter the Prince Towers USL Cup Game Day Kit Sweepstakes for your chance to win a prize pack worth up to $2,000. Scan the QR code on screen and enter today. Paradise take it away. It was Aaron Walker, the other captain on this Paradise side, as this ball sent down to Bolaños. Lawrence right there with him. Bolaños trying to pass it into the 6. It will go out for a Sarasota throw as Anderson Rosa goes to pick it up. Paradise fans and USL League One pundits probably weren't expecting Anderson Rosa to be tied for goals scored on this Paradise side, but he is. 3 goals tied with Jonathan Bolaños. Mika Lavara mentioned that when he was trying to get Anderson Rosa to Sarasota, he mentioned that he would be able to play alongside Jonathan Bolaños, and Lavara said that made it really easy to convince Rosa to come, and those two have been Such a prolific duo for this Sarasota side. Here's Lawrence. Here's Navarro. Played back again for Lawrence. Gavilinas trying to squeeze it to Chiba, able to keep it in. Throw for the Owls. Left off there for Botella Foss. Hasn't been involved much early, but such an important piece of this attack. Paradise have done a good job to keep him out of this game so far. We touched on it earlier with Botella Foz. 2 goals on the season, but with an expected goal number of 5. On the flip side for Sarasota, Garrett McLaughlin, who is not in the starting 11 tonight, only has 1 goal. He's also over 5 expected goals. Chiba. Wutan. Lawrence. Deflected out by Bolaños. Gomez gets that through. Wutan trying to squeeze that one into the 18, unable to get it there. Now Lawrence crosses this in. Headed, but not on frame. Norris Navarro was there, but not able to steer it onwards. No worries for Amadeka. Turning 65 or reviewing your Medicare coverage? Signature Medicare Solutions is here to help. Scan the QR code now to connect with the licensed expert and make sure you're getting the benefits you deserve. Crafty move by Gomez to keep possession for the Owls. Still deadlocked as we approach 36 minutes played. Union Omaha trying to distance themselves from Charlotte Independence a little bit more at the top of the table. And the Paradise, depending on other results in today's game, can get to as close as 1 game out of the playoff picture. That number right now is at 17, Paradise at 13, and the first booking of the game for the Owls. Morris Navarro goes into the book. Free kick here for Sarasota. Saw Anderson Rosa clear. Just pull the jersey. Mario Merrick with no hesitation to pull out the yellow. Here's Amadeus to get things going again. Rosa. Bolaños. Just a little too much. Here's Cabral. Pass had a little too much on it. Bolaños was able to intercept. Uton. Now Lawrence. We talked about it earlier with the slow starts for Union Omaha and a lot of comeback wins. They've only been leading at halftime 2 times this season. They have 9 wins on the campaign. And a free kick opportunity now for Sarasota as Karani pushed to the ground just outside the 18. Clear foul, that goes against Chiba. And if there's been an area of the game where Sarasota has done well on, it is free kicks. They were finally able to net their first corner kick goal when Roberto Burlu scored his first professional goal late against AV Alta to make it 3-1. But free kicks with Sonder Road and Anderson Rosa have been such an impressive amount of goals and chances created from these opportunities. This one from a tough angle, but Andres Rodriguez basically gets a shorter corner here. Chipped in, punched away by Jensen. Valentine got a touch. And now a chance maybe for Omaha to break. Numbers on their side, but a really nice defensive effort there to halt that break. Bolaños almost able to win back possession in the attacking third, but held on nicely there by Lawrence. He's played long. Good chance now for the Owls. Cavalinas sends in. Amadeus sends it high into the sky. Cabral got a head on it, and it falls to Aaron Walker. Russo sends it up, and a foul. This has been a much more disciplined Sarasota defense so far. And again, tied for the most goals allowed in the league. Both the Paradise and New York 24 apiece coming into this game. New York currently on the road against the defending champions, Knoxville, but here is Gomez. Plays this through, and it is Amadeka who falls to the ground. Owls not able to get a strong touch on it. O'Dwyer. Andres Rodriguez. Amadeus. Trying to get it to O'Dwyer, but Union Omaha gives it right back to Sarasota. Here's Amadeus right at the center circle. to Bolaños. O'Dwyer. O'Dwyer deflected and into the hands of Jensen. Nice pass by Bolaños. And O'Dwyer, he's given it a couple of goes from outside the box tonight. He's already scored one from outside the box in the Paradise's first road win as a professional club against AC Boise, which kind of got things rolling in the right direction. That was an important win to complete that West Coast road trip with something. Want more Paradise Soccer? Scan the QR code on screen now or visit SarasotaParadise.us and grab your tickets before they're gone. Foul called against New York. Russo. Down on the ground, but able to get back up. As we are in the final minute of half number one before we head to stoppage time. Shouldn't be too much. A quick moving game here in Paradise. A couple of opportunities for both sides, but nothing has come to fruition yet. Aaron Walker. Karani taps it back now for Reed Valentine. Low cross, and it's saved by Jensen. Another opportunity for Chandler O'Dwyer, but Jensen denies again. What a nice pass through this is from Reed Valentine, and Jensen full stretch. That is two really good opportunities in the past couple of minutes for O'Dwyer. The fourth official has indicated 3 minutes of Shoemaker attorneys and advisors stoppage time. Over 300 attorneys and advisors helping move your business forward with confidence. Nice pass there from Valentine to work out of that traffic jam. Now here's Anderson Rosa. Rosa able to weave around. Anderson Rosa played back O'Dwyer. O'Dwyer chance after chance. Jensen has been busy. And it's out for another Saramana corner kick. Saramana, let us manage your technology. Andres Rodriguez gets set. Towards the back post. Walker. Amadeus gave it a go. O'Dwyer's got it again. Valentine, his shot deflected. And now Omaha on the run. But closed off there by Brendan Kruger, and he will win a foul. Good heads-up play there. Omaha had a lot of speed moving forward. Nothing doing there. Flicked out for a goal kick. Jensen taking his time. Under a minute to go here in half number one. Waters gets ahead on it. Maybe another chance here for Sarasota before the halftime whistle. Bolaños giving chase, a little bump from Lawrence. Lawrence will win that battle. Omaha not able to cleanly hold on to possession. Amadeus. And that will sound the halftime whistle. The Sarasota Paradise are tied with the league leaders Union Omaha at the break. And it's fair to say that they have had the better chances so far, but nothing to show for it at this moment. Another fun 45 minutes about to ensue. Don't go anywhere. Paradise and Union Omaha tied at 0. Halftime show coming up.
Eclipsing the sparkle of jewels and beyond collecting art. True luxury is not a thing acquired or a status to declare. Real, meaningful luxury is a feeling discovered. The opulence of spirit. The relaxed, resplendent luxury of the Sarasota area. Feel the difference.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, things are really heating up. Celebrations are taking shape. Memories are sinking in. At the ranch, we're taking swings and making strides, letting loose and living well. Now it's your turn. Plant those roots. Rekindle. Rejoice. Shine bright. This is where bold days begin.
For nearly 5 decades, the Nicholas family of companies has shaped the communities where we live, work, and gather. We build what communities depend on. We drive automotive spaces forward. We generate opportunities through development. We power sports and recreation venues. And we create unforgettable memories. This is more than business. It's family.
Welcome back into Paradise. Half number 1 had a lot of chances, but we remain at 0 apiece. There's not a lot of upcoming home games for the Paradise, so you're not going to want to miss them. So let's see when the next Paradise home game is.
The past 50 years have been fantastic for Saramana. What have we been doing? Well, we specialize in Ricoh printer copier scanners, managed IT services, software for cost recovery, fleet management, and hydration solutions. Saramana, let our family work hard for your business.
Unimpeded, Gebhardt's able to get hold of it and go for goal and score. This one flashed in front toward goal. Oh, what a start for Fort Wayne.
You ever just look at them and think, yeah, I'm doing all right. This summer, get 1,000 bonus points and a chance to win 250,000 bonus points.
We all have goals. But let's be honest, most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Pain doesn't care who you are or why you hurt, but pain can be mastered if you know the way. Fight back with Tiger Balm's legendary herbal power. Trusted for over 100 years, our proven blend of camphor, menthol, and essential oils tames pain with the strength and speed of the tiger, so that you can rise above pain and get back to living. This is the way of the tiger.
We officially have our first two quarterfinalists of USL Brinks Tires Cup play. We'll talk which teams are in pole position to grab one of the coveted 6 spots remaining. Hard to argue anybody's been more consistent than Sebastian Cruz on the field this year. The Rowdies midfielder joins us to talk his journey through the American soccer pyramid and why he's playing at such a high level right now. This is USL All Access.
It is halftime in League One. We hope you're enjoying the match so far. I'm Dan Lucas inside the USL studio with a look at some of the headlines. In winning their first League One match in Week 14, Corpus Christi FC made some history. That 3-2 win is the second match in League One history to finish with 2 goals in stoppage time to erase a 2-1 deficit. The Richmond Kickers did it in 2022. Red Hot Sarasota Paradise collected its third straight win with a 2-0 USL Cup victory over FC Naples, the battle in paradise. 18-year-old goalkeeper Roxan Amadeka earned his first professional shutout en route to League One Team of the Week. Entering this week's schedule, Charlotte Independence is on a 5-match win streak in all competitions, and Luis Alvarez has played a big part with 5 goals and 2 assists in that stretch. The 2024 Young Player of the Year has a career-high goal total already this season with 6. Upcoming national spotlight games on ESPN2, Forward Madison and Fort Wayne on the 17th. Saturday the 20th, Round 4 of the Brinks Tires USL Cup begins with Detroit City and Louisville City. And also that night, Las Vegas Lights in Orange County on CBS Sports Network, that game in the championship. This is the USL Halftime Update. Let's get you back out to your match.
Live here in Sarasota, Florida, where the Sarasota Paradise and Union Omaha are tied at 0. Let's take a look at what's going on around the league currently. A lot of action happening today. Chattanooga Red Wolves able to get a 2-1 win over Portland Hearts of Pine. Charlotte Independence, boy have they been hot, currently on a 5-game winning streak. 2-1 over FC Naples as Naples continues to struggle. Won Knoxville 2-1 in the 66th minute over the Cosmos. And Forward Madison and Athletic Club Boise tied at 0. Now let's take a look at the upcoming schedule in USL League One. Tomorrow, the lone game on the slate is Westchester versus the Greenville Triumph. Westchester then goes right again on Friday. They'll play Portland Hearts of Pine. Westchester trying to break out of this rut. They haven't won in over 5 games. On Wednesday on ESPN2, you're not going to want to miss it. Forward Madison versus Fort Wayne. Paradise back in action for their second meeting between Corpus Christi. The second half should be a good one. Paradise and Union Omaha try and battle it out for 3 points. Second half coming up next. Don't go anywhere.
In this place, strength means something different. It means us all being together. And doing our thing. You can look all you want, but there's still no place like this place.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, things are really heating up. Celebrations are taking shape. Memories are sinking in. At the ranch, we're taking swings and making strides, letting loose and living well. Now it's your turn. Plant those roots. Rekindle. Rejoice. Shine bright. This is where bold days begin.
In Sarasota, high school sports are more than games. They're packed stands, overtime wins, and moments we'll never forget. This is high school sports, and it lives here. We've got the scores, the highlights, the stars, and the stories that matter to families and fans. Because these are our schools, our teams, our pride. Follow every play, every win, every unforgettable moment. Visit htpreps at heraldtribune.com.
For nearly 5 decades, the Nicholas family of companies has shaped the communities where we live, work, and gather. We build what communities depend on. We drive automotive spaces forward. We generate opportunities through development. We power sports and recreation venues. And we create unforgettable memories. This is more than business. It's family.
Tonight's game is presented by the Oasis Luxury Homes. Discover your oasis. And Pods Moving and Storage. Trust Pods with your next move. Look at the American flag flying. World Cup going on right now. America picked up a big win as this country continues to embrace this game. Let's take a look at the first half highlights between the Sarasota Paradise and Union Omaha. Get started in the 3rd minute. Early opportunity. Amadeka bobbled it, but the young goalkeeper stays composed and grabs it before Horace Navarro was able to get there. 4th minute. Here's Bolaños. And look at how fast he is. Sets up Karani. Oh, the touch is poor. Cole Jensen catches a break here because Karani was one-on-one with him, but the touch just too strong. 17th minute, another opportunity for the Paradise. Here's O'Dwyer, just rips it. Jensen able to push it aside. That won't be the last time you see O'Dwyer on this highlight reel because he created a lot of opportunities in half number 1. Here's Brendan Kruger setting up O'Dwyer. Cole Jensen saves again. Nice little pass there from Kruger. Jensen controls again. 45th minute. Here's another opportunity. But first off, look at this pass from Valentine. Squeezes it in. Jensen full stretch and denies Chandler O'Dwyer. Are you noticing a theme? Cole Jensen has been robbing the Paradise of a couple goals tonight. We'll take a look at the first half stats. Look at that. 5 shots on target for the Paradise. 8 shots in the game. Union Omaha has the possession by a little bit, but the Paradise have generated a lot more opportunities. You see it there in the corners as well. 3 corners to Omaha's 1. Take a look at the live standings around the league. You see Union Omaha in first, and for the first time, it is live. And yes, games played, it's a lot more than a lot of the other teams, but the Paradise cracking in the top 10. 14 points, and if they can get a win, they'll go to 16 and be right by that red line of the 8th seed. So a very important second half here. We'll take a look at the bottom part of the standings. Portland Ports of Pine at 14 points. You saw Chattanooga also at 14 points. That's the key difference. Paradise have 14 games played, Chattanooga with 9. So Although the Paradise might be jumping up in the standings now, they are going to need help from some of the teams lower in the table to get some draws rather than get some wins. We are just about to get set. Second half, and there is the substitution. Emiliano Terzaghi, who will be making his Paradise debut. Sander Rode coming in beside him. A big moment for this Paradise team. Emiliano Terzaghi, the leading goal scorer in USL 1 history, with 62. On top of that, 2020, 2021, 2022, he was the Golden Boot race winner. Terzaghi is known for putting the ball in the back of the net, and that's something that this Paradise team really needs more of. We'll see if he can be the difference maker. This is not his first time playing at the Premier Sports Campus this season. Back on March 28th, Terzaghi played in the matchup versus the Sarasota Paradise, in which the Paradise got their first ever professional win, 1-0. Terzaghi stands over it as he embraces his new colors and gets the second half underway. Paradise and the Owls, 45 minutes to see if we can find a winner. Addison Resco with you here for the full 90, and whatever may come after. What an exciting first half we had. One of the more exciting first halves for a 0-0 game. To take that with a grain of salt, as you see substitutions confirmed. Karani off, along with Andres Rodriguez, as Jensen will send this down. And we do have substitutions for Omaha as well. Gutierrez comes in for the Owls. So 2 substitutions for Sarasota, 1 for Union Omaha. And there is Sander Rode. You just saw him make an effort to keep that in. He is the other substitution for the Paradise. He has really orchestrated this offense well. He is tied in USL 1 for the most assists. 5 assists on the season. The most ever assists in a USL League One season is 11. He is currently on pace to break that. And he would be taking the record of his teammate standing just to the left of him. He just disappeared from your screen, Jonathan Bolaños, who had 11 assists back in the 2022 season with Richmond. And that's a very common theme on this Sarasota side as well. And it goes back to Terzaghi, who was a part of Richmond from 2020 to 2025 before he departed for Portland Hearts of Pine this season. Chandler O'Dwyer also played for Richland. Jonathan Bolaños, also Richland. A lot of Richland product on this Sarasota side, and Mika Elavara loves to continue to coach the guys that he is accustomed to. Terzaghi, in his media press conference when he was brought on by the Paradise, talked about how glad he is to be reuniting with some of these teammates that he is going to be playing with on the field tonight. Amadeka, risky pass. Aaron Walker able to stall and allow Amadeka to get back into the box. Somehow squeezed that through. Amadeka. Here's Kruger. Now O'Dwyer. Sander Rode. Looking for O'Dwyer. Nice defensive play there from Samuel Owusu. And they'll win a foul as well. Create something special with the Nicholas family of companies. From multi-family to multi-use fields, Nicholas builds communities across Florida, Illinois, and Wisconsin. There's Lawrence. Oh, able to get around Bolaños. Flicks this on. Cavalanes. One-on-one with Rosa. Played back, Wutan. Owusu. Lawrence. Cavalanes again. Trickled around Rosa, but Bolaños was able to get a foot in there to dispossess. Aaron Walker looks up, and here is Terzaghi, his first touch with the Paradise. Brendan Kruger. Bolaños. Now Walker. Trying to weave around Cabral. Plays it back now to Waters. "50 minutes gone. Start of half number 2 between the league leaders and the Sarasota Paradise, who on the live standings, if you were with us coming out of halftime, or 10th. A win today would push them to 9th in USL 1 standings, which would be their highest point that they've gotten to this season. Bolaños. Terzaghi. That looked like a promising chance. Bolaños. Terzaghi. And they will call a foul. Bolaños was trying to do a give and go there with Terzaghi and was just prevented from making that run. Maybe a little push there, but it will set up a Sarasota free kick. And it's a dangerous set piece man, Sander Road, who will take. Sander Road has already scored from 1 free kick this season. That was the first ever goal in Paradise history against Fort Wayne back on March 14th. Tried to curl that one into the top right. Unable to get it on target. It will go out for a goal kick. Boy, has Cole Jensen been busy tonight. 5 shots on target in half number 1, 8 shots for the Paradise. Paradise have just created a ton of pressure, but now a chance for Union Omaha. Botella Foz offloads this, and this shot is sent wide. Good opportunity there. Gutierrez just off the mark. Gutierrez, who just came on, already making an impact here in half number 2. He is an Omaha, Nebraska native. Actually, all-time leads the state of Nebraska in high school goals scored. Also made 10 appearances for MLS side Portland Timbers, so a guy with a lot of experience, but more importantly, a guy with a lot of connection to the city of Omaha. And some big news for the city of Omaha earlier today, this morning, it was approved to start construction on a new stadium that will be Union Omaha Stadium. Plans were announced for that in November, but it is official now, so very exciting times for the city of Omaha, who has already proven to be such a successful USL One club, and looking to expand onwards. Here's a real opportunity, some miscommunication between Amadeus and Declan Waters. They're able to survive that. And now it's Sonder Road. A little bit of tugging and shoving. Sonder Road able to get around. Now here's Terzaghi. Bolaños. Trying to leave it off for Anderson Rosa. Those two not on the same page. Now Aaron Walker tries to squeeze it to the other side. Unable to do so, but he does win back possession. Terzaghi! Oh, what a moment! Welcome to paradise! Can't have a better start than that. Sarasota leads 1-0 in the second half. Look at this strike from outside the box. Terzaghi. What a strike. During our conversation this week, head coach Mikael Ibarra was so excited to have him be a part of this team. This crowd is loving it. Cole Jensen, who had been tested all night, finally lets one get by. You see him there, just the casual shake of the head. That was a tough shot to stop. Terzaghi, the leading goal scorer in USL One, gets his first of the season and his first with the Paradise. Terzaghi made his first practice with the Paradise on Monday. He hasn't even been in the city of Sarasota for a week. Maybe that's what the Paradise air can do to a player who things didn't really work out up north in Maine with Portland Hearts of Pine. But it certainly has gone well through his first 10 minutes here. What do the league leaders have to say now? 3-3 on the road this season. And here's Terzaghi. He saw Cole Jensen out of the box and decided to just let it rip. Terzaghi has scored a goal like that in the past during his time with Richmond. Scored an amazing goal. The goalie was outside of the box, and Terzaghi let it rip, and it just was able to get over the head of the keeper. That's the type of goal-scoring presence he has. He's just so alert, so aware. This goes out for a goal kick. Out for a Union Omaha throw. During our conversation this week with head coach Mikael Ibarra of the Paradise, I asked him if there was any thought of this game being a possible statement game, and he talked about not a statement game. There's so much parity in the league, but he really respects Union Omaha and that they've always been such a great team, but He truly believes that anybody in this league can win night in and night out. Oh, what a pass that was! Terzaghi almost had his second, but he wasn't able to get his foot on it. You can see the expression. What a pass this was from Anderson Rosa. Curls that around the defense perfectly. Terzaghi was trying to clip that into the bottom right corner, unable to do so. Substitution for Union Omaha. Kempis Tequila, who just a couple weeks ago scored the game-winning goal against the New York Cosmos with a minute left in stoppage time to give Union Omaha 2-1 lead. But this has been a spot that Union Omaha has been very comfortable in. The spot that they're in right now, where they're down, but then they just claw their way back in the second half. They have, especially in the month of May, come from behind so many times. We touched on it. The late winner against One Knoxville. The late winner against FC Naples with a wonderful strike by Chiba. That game against the New York Cosmos. Do they have anything in store here? Here's Tequila. Now the back heel from Cavallines, but nothing doing there. But it did take a deflection off of Sarasota. It will be a corner kick for the Owls. Cavallines stands over. Headed away. Kruger will give chase. And Terzaghi is pushed in the back. Foul called against Brent Coleman. Terzaghi on the ground. If you're just joining us, 6 minutes ago, Emiliano Terzaghi with the opening goal of this game. Terzaghi subbed in at halftime, and within 10 minutes, in his Paradise debut, gave Sarasota a 1-0 lead. Tequila. Dwyer. Pass intercepted there by Aaron Walker. Budati was trying to advance. Now here's Bolaños. Budati nearly able to dispossess Bolaños. Now Valentine. Crosses this in. Bolaños! Unable to stretch the foot and make contact with it. Another good chance for Sarasota, who continues to press onwards. You see Bolaños trying to extend that right leg. Just unable to extend it far enough. World-class beaches, vibrant arts and culture, pro-level play. Keep the energy going and discover what's happening around town at visitsarasota.com. A lot going around in the Sarasota area. In fact, tomorrow the Paradise are hosting a World Cup watch party for free down by the Sarasota Bay. And during our conversation this week, head coach Mika Elevar talked about how important it is to host community events like that. And he mentioned, even for the fans that don't come out to support the Paradise, he said it's more than that. And it's important for him as a coach and for these players and for the ownership to really bring this city together in any way that they can. As the World Cup takes full swing here in the United States of America, Mexico, and Canada. The United States got off to a very positive start last night, 4-1 win to open their Group D play. You can only have to imagine how much this World Cup will bring more popularity to the game in this country. Here's Tequila. Tequila dispossessed by Rosa. Owl stay with it. That shot deflected. Cabral gave it a go. Amadeka comes in and has to bring it inside the box to be able to pick it up. Bolaños. Oh, a poor pass. An opportunity now for the Owls. Telefaz plays this back. Owls give it a go. Sails high and over the bar. Gutierrez, his second shot of the second half. That one not close. He's been lively since coming on, though, for a Union Omaha team that hasn't been as lively as normal. 22 goals on the season, but they don't have that many chances so far tonight. And you can't imagine that this is a spot that they thought they would be in the 67th minute. But this Paradise side, they might have figured it out. Still a long way to go if the Paradise want to knock off the league leaders at home. Mario Merrick will show a yellow card. I believe they're going to give that to Reed Valentine for time wasting. Sana Road flicks that onwards with the head. Confirmation of the yellow card against Reed Valentine for time wasting. And could that come back to be crucial? Substitution for the Paradise is brought to you by Shoemaker Attorneys and Advisors. Over 300 attorneys and advisors helping move your business forward with confidence. As Ethan Bryant comes in for Brendan Kruger. Brendan Kruger, not a normal starter for the Sarasota side, but a very positive impact. Nearly had an assist when he set up Chandler O'Dwyer earlier in half number one. Ethan Bryant replaces him for the final 22 minutes and change. Brent Coleman. Ouso. Owusu sends this in, but it is offside. Owusu was one of the members of this Owls team that helped generate a late comeback. Scored a goal late against Portland Hearts of Pine to salvage a 2-2 draw. That game back on May 9th, which ultimately led to Union Omaha being undefeated in the month of May, at least in league play. They did lose in the Prince Towers USL Cup to Louisville City. That was a rough game, 5-1. And a yellow card. Looks as if this is going to be against Terzaghi. So back-to-back yellow cards for the Paradise for actions completely within their control. Trying to kill off as much time as possible in this 1-0 game. Ooh, so. Taken away. Sonder Rhodes setting up Valentine. Valentine. Now O'Dwyer. Bolaños. Sonder Road will win a throw for Sarasota, 71st minute. Sonder Road, a guy that Sarasota values super highly. Earlier this season, Mikael Labar talked about they have their own personal plan for the development of Sonder Road, and you've already seen some of the growth that he's had this season as a playmaker. Obviously, we talked about the fact that he is tied for first in the league with 5 assists. Union Omaha chance to break. Gutierrez trying to send that one into a cutting Tequila, but headed away by Amadeus. Rosa. Amadeus. Trying to weave through. Too much dribbling, taken away. And then a foul. Terzaghi, who was just booked. You can see Cabral going to plead with the official. You saw the mouth right there. Say, how is that not a yellow? Let's take another look. Taken away. Terzaghi, oh, he might have gotten away with one there. You can see Botelafaz expressing his disagreement. Now Kalman, and probably rightfully so. Nowhere near the ball. And again, it's those actions that can prove to be costly. That time wasting. And now we're going to have a yellow for the head coach of the Owls. Candela will now enter the book. But that earlier yellow card on Terzaghi was just for standing over where the Owls were about to take the free kick. And in a different situation, maybe where the ref sees that clear, he is now with the red card. Terzaghi gets away with it. And Union Omaha will have to settle for a free kick. Tequila standing over it. Tequila goes into the stands, took a deflection, and out for a corner kick. Sent away. Terzaghi plays this forward for Bolaños. One-on-one. Bolaños probably went too far to the outside, but he sets up Terzaghi. One more to Rosa. Anderson Rosa! He's done it again! This man is something else! Every time he steps into the Premier Sports Campus, he does something that makes you go, wow. 2-0. Looked as if first Bolaños might have been taking the wrong angle, but he was not. He dragged defenders the wrong way, and then Terzaghi set up Rosa, and this Anderson Rosa guy, he's the leading scorer for this Paradise team. He just has a knack for finding the back of the net. And every single goal that Rosa has scored, 4 of them now, have all been from outside the box. They're not just tap-ins, they're stunning goals. The setup from Bolaños, dragging defenders away. Then Terzaghi left it off, and Anderson Rosa does the rest. And Union Omaha is on the ropes. People probably wondered, oh, and a yellow card here, some words being exchanged by Pato Beltelefaz. Beltelefaz, we saw earlier, was arguing with the possible missed yellow card, which would have resulted in Terzaghi getting sent off. And now multiple Omaha players have to be pushed away. Head coach Vincenzo Candela already received a yellow card. Just a mess going on. Beltelefaz, he just can't believe it. He's stunned. And maybe rightfully so that the referee missed that earlier call. That probably should have been a yellow. But you cannot let it transpire into more. You're already down 2-0. Arguing with the referee at this hour is not going to get you anywhere. He has been not shy to put people in the book for occasions that have occurred outside of the actual playing of the game. Substitution for Omaha. Lawrence Luton comes out. Henry Caceres will come in. Caceres has missed the last couple of games due to injury. Union Omaha excited to have him back. Nice move, crossed in, and Amadeus will send this one away. Gavilanes able to get this through. Tequila weaving. Owls looking for some space. They've only been shut out 2 times this season. They were shut out on Wednesday. That would have been a stunner. But Gavilanes sends it wide. Man, Gavilanes gave it a good goal from a near impossible angle. It's on the road, flicks that forward with his head, but goes out for an Owls throw, who have been unable to get past Roxanne Amadeka, who could be closing in on 3 straight wins. And Alex Sutton, who is in the top 5s in saves on the season for the Paradise. He might have a little more competition than he thought from this 18-year-old goalkeeper, but that's not something that head coach Mikael Lavar is worried about. He says those two are each other's biggest supporters, and if you saw those two react to Amadeka's first professional win against the New York Cosmos, you would see that it's not really a competition between these two. They just want what's best for each other. Amadeka will be tested here. It'll go out for a corner as the Owls look to find a goal to draw them back within 1. Waters, that large frame, able to head that away. Now Cabral. Owusu, once again sent away. Butati towards the back post. Amadeka dives and punches it away. Owls still pressing. Gavilanes with Brian and Rosa right there. This one crossed in. Once again sent away, but some good pressure here from the Owls. They've been looking for this all night long. They control the possession in this game, 55%. Only 2 shots on target compared to the Paradise's 7. Waters once again heads it. Amadeka punches it away. Paradise wanted a foul. They won't get it. Budati keeps it in. Setting up Tequila. Amadeka full extension. That shot from Tequila hung up there. But Amadeka able to keep his clean sheet alive in this lead at 2. Paradise still on their heels. Bolaños, can he win this? He cannot. Owl still with it. Gavilanes. Now Cabral. Tequila. Weaving around Bolaños, Tequila curls it in, headed, saved by Amadeka again. It will go out for a corner kick, however. Amadeka continues to be under pressure. The Paradise can finally take a breath. Corner will go out for a goal kick as we are in the 85th minute, and a substitution for the Paradise. Paradise substitutions brought to you by Shoemaker Attorneys and Advisors. Over 300 attorneys and advisors helping move your business forward with confidence. Jonathan Bolaños will head to the bench. Created that opportunity that set up Anderson Rosa for his 4th goal of the season. Terzaghi. Coleman sends it to Budani. Cavallines, Tequila towards the back post. And sent away by Sander Road, but only as far as Cabral. O'Dwyer was able to give it a challenge. Came up stumbling after. Owl still with it. Tumbling and falling in that box, but referee says play on. Until he doesn't due to an injury. It is Amadeus who is down on the ground. The trainer will come on to take a look. Amadeus, since being brought in from Sweden, has been a regular starter for the Sarasota side. In fact, his mother is one of the most famous Swedish singers and songwriters in the country. He's had a solid start in his time in Sarasota. And especially tonight, probably one of his best games in a Paradise uniform, as he will walk it off, and I believe he will head to the sideline. See the referee talking to the trainer and Amadeus. You see Coach Candela on the bottom right of your screen urging his guys on. 88th minute. Do the Owls have anything? This offense, who has been so good all year. They were shut out against Charlotte Independence and are a few moments away from being shut out against the Paradise. Gavilanes. Budani. Slow pass. Gavilanes makes a move to create more space. Owusu back to Budani. Budani crosses this in, opportunity, but it goes high and out for a goal kick. As Amadeus now appears out of the bottom of your screen, he will be good to go. As gives a high five to Chandler O'Dwyer, who will be making his exit. Chandler O'Dwyer had a lot of opportunities in this game, wasn't able to capitalize on any of them. But a very solid game for Chandler O'Dwyer. He is replaced by Jorgen Pedersen. Gutierrez. Coleman. Somehow found Cabral. Now Gavilanes makes his way through, goes down, referee says no. Not much appeal from Gavilanes. Amadeus, a little laughter and a high five between the two. A clear foul. Budani just nearly tackling Garrett McLaughlin down to the ground. You would have to imagine that the Paradise will take their time on this corner. This free kick as Sonder Road gets set. Sonder Road sent it in. Tequila with it now. Just too much pressure from Sarasota. Amadeus heads it forward. Valentine, a nice chip to Bryant. Pass is poor. Possession stays with Sarasota. The fourth official has indicated 5 minutes of Shoemaker attorneys and advisors stoppage time. Over 300 attorneys and advisors helping move your business forward with confidence. Well, the Owls have to move forward with a ton of confidence now if they want any chance to salvage a point. It's probably their best option. A win is most definitely out of the cards now. Gavilanes. Budani dispossessed. And it will be a Sarasota throw. Paradise wanted a handball. They won't get it. Or no, they will. Roxanne Amadeka will give this a ride all the way down into the Paradise night sky. Sarasota around 3 minutes away. Valentine able to get there in time, sends it out for an Owls throw. Gutierrez. Now Coleman. Owusu. Tequila. Gavilanes. Gutierrez. Now Owusu. Leaves it off. Budani crosses this in. Owusu! Saved by Amadeka. Owusu nearly able to make it 2-1. But this 18-year-old goalkeeper continues to be a wall behind the back of the net. Or rather in front. Budani. As the Owls continue to press, they've had most of the chances since Rosa scored that goal that made it 2. Budani controls. Cavaline is trying to get around Sonder Road. The effort from Garrett McLaughlin takes this away, and maybe now a finishing break. Terzaghi. Cavaline chases. Cavaline is able to get around two Paradise players, able to get around Terzaghi and Pedersen. Now here's Budani. Sends this long, but Declan Waters able to close it off. It will go out for a corner kick. Owls quickly go as they try and get one back and have any opportunity to win this game. Headed, but off frame, and out for a goal kick, and that will all but do it. Roxon Amadeka, the 18-year-old keeper, about to get his second clean sheet with the Paradise, his first clean sheet in league play. He will move to 2-0 in league play. A bright future for Amadeka, who turns 19 years old on June 23rd. And that's it! The Paradise are rolling! 3 out of their last 4 league games have been wins. And this time, they knock off the league leaders, Union Omaha. Terzaghi opened the scoring in the first 10 minutes of his Paradise debut. And then, of course, it had to be Anderson Rosa with the finishing touches to make it 2-0. Well, things are looking up in Sarasota. Another win, and this one, the most impressive of the bunch. 2-0, your final score. Don't go anywhere. Highlights and post-game reaction coming up next on ESPN+. Welcome back into Paradise, where Sarasota picks up a 2-0 win as Mikael Ibarra and his squad go to applaud the supporting fans. 2-0, the final score. Let's take a look at how we got here. It was a fun one between these sides, a lot of opportunities. We'll start in the 17th minute. Here's Chandler O'Dwyer. Oh, he'll give it a go right on the edge of the 18. Punched aside by Cole Jensen. And Cole Jensen had his work cut out for him tonight. Chance after chance for the Sarasota side. Here's another one. Brendan Kruger, a nice pass. O'Dwyer saved again by Jensen. Look at the little flick on there from Kruger. Jensen calm and control. 45th minute. Here come the Paradise again. Reed Valentine. Look at him get this one through. Oh, Dwyer's denied again. Look at his hands on his head. He can't believe it. 3 good chances. All 3 denied by Jensen. That one the most impressive of the bunch. Now we head to the second half. Emiliano Terzaghi checks in for the first time in his Paradise debut and does that. How about it? Emiliano Terzaghi, the leading goal scorer in USL 1, with an absolute stunner from outside the box in his Paradise debut. 59th minute. Here come the Paradise again. Anderson Rosa, what a pass. Terzaghi, oh, he missed it. Look at this again. What a beautiful pass by Rosa. Curls it around. Terzaghi not able to flip it on. 75th minute. Again, another chance for the Paradise. Are you getting a theme here? Bolaños, Terzaghi, Anderson Rosa again from outside the box. Are you serious? Every time, it's something new with Anderson Rosa. Look at this. Terzaghi plays it off. Little up. I'm going to get by you. And scores. 2-0. The final score, the Paradise with the win. But that didn't come without some chances from Union Omaha. That bicycle kick from Gavilanes nearly gave Union Omaha a drawback. Maybe a chance, but it goes wide. 83rd minute, Union Omaha still knocking on the door. They're really trying. Tequila denied by Amateka. The Paradise were just so locked in on both sides of the ball. 84th minute, Union Omaha still trying. Header on goal, Amateka punches it away, and it is a final score of 2-0. We'll take a look at the stats after that game. 17 shots for Union Omaha, 5 shots on target. Amateka saves them all. They had 7 corners. All of them came at about the end of the game. They only had 1 corner in the first half. 7 shots on target for the Paradise, but they get the important 2 goals and now move up to 9th in the USL 1 standings. Well, Terzaghi made his Sarasota Paradise debut, and what a debut it was. A goal and an assist. And Anderson Rosa with the finishing touches with that 2-0 goal. Roxon Amateka did a good job in goal. Gets his 2nd win as a USL League One professional. 2-0 your final score. Sarasota, the winner.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.